Welcome to the final year student subject, that is Control System 2. In this lecture, we will see unit number 1, which is Digital Control System. And under this Digital Control System, we have to learn the various processes like sampling process, reconstruction process. So in this lecture, we will cover these following points. Sample data control system. What is sampler? Reconstruction process, sampled signals, sampled frequency spectrum, effect of sampling period, and again we will cover what is quantization and quantization error. So first, sample data control system. We know that most of the systems by nature are analog systems. These systems can be controlled by sample data control system, or it is also known as digital control system. ADCs, that means analog to digital converters, are used to interface an analog system to digital system, while DAC, that means digital to analog controllers, are used to interface a digital system to analog system. And the combination of analog and digital system is called as digital control system or sample data control system. These are the main elements of sample data system. So this first is sampler and ADC. Second is digital computer or digital controller. This is DAC and hold circuit. And last one is system to be controlled, which is the continuous time system known as plant. Here it is clear that the error signal E of t is the difference between input signal R of t and the output signal C of t. We know that digital controller works on discrete time signal, and for that purpose this analog signal, error signal, is first given to sampler and then this sampled signal is fed to the digital controller. We will see how it works. The digital controllers used accepts the data in discrete format and produce a similar type of process output as a control signal. The sampler converts the continuous time error signal into a sequence of pulses, which are then converted into binary format. See, this sampler is here. So this is a sampler. The input is E of t, while output is E of kt. Output from digital controller is of same nature and it is indicated by G of kt. And when it is given to hold circuit, then the output from the digital controller is in binary format. These binary data are converted into analog signal by DAC followed by hold circuit. This analog signal controls the system to be controlled. So hold circuit, that is a device which holds the signal till next consecutive signal arises. What is sampler? See, this is the analog signal which is continuous time signal. This is time period t and this is the input analog signal E of t. So this analog signal is given to the sampler, which is simple switch having this symbol, and the output from this sampler, it is E star t and it is converted into this manner. So this is known as sampled signal. What is that? A simple switch is used as a sampler. The sampler converts the continuous time error signal E of t into sampled signal denoted as E star t. So this is the sampled signal. The switch used as a sampler is operated after every t seconds and hence this t is known as sampling period, to get the train of short duration pulses which is E star t. And this continuous time signal E of t and sampled signal E star t are shown in this above figure. So this is the time 0, t twice 3, thrice t, 4 times t. So the sampling period t is that the period after which the sampler will close and open. Now we can also reconstruct the signal, and that is known as reconstruction process. So this statement is also for the Shannon sampling theorem, and it is about the reconstruction of the signal. So statement is like this: a continuous time signal can be represented in its samples and can be recovered back when sampling frequency fs is greater than or equal to the twice the highest frequency component of the message signal. Message signal means input signal. That means f of s should be greater than or equal to twice fm. So this is very important. We will see with the help of diagrams what is the importance of relation between these two. Relation between sampling frequency fs and maximum frequency fm. So fm is the frequency of the message signal. Proof. Consider a continuous time signal x of t. The spectrum of x of t is band limited to fm hertz, means the spectrum of x of t will be 0 for modulus of omega greater than omega n. That is the condition, band limited. Sampling of input signal x of t can be denoted by multiplying x of t with an impulse train delta t of period ts. The output of multiplier is discrete signal called sampled signal, which is represented with y of t in the following diagram. And this diagram gives the clear explanation of that. See, this is the continuous signal x of t. This is multiplier having output y of t. So, input is x of t and this impulse train delta t. When this is a continuous signal x of t, you will impress this delta t train on that signal, then you will get such output y of t. And this is the signals at t of s, twice ts and so on. And this is the frequency x omega of input signal, and this is the frequency of output signal y omega. We observe that the sampled signal takes the period of impulse. That means that sampling period is the impulse signal. To reconstruct x of t, you must recover input spectrum x omega from sampled signal spectrum y omega, which is possible when there is no overlapping between the cycles of y omega. Possibility of sampled frequency spectrum with different conditions is given by the following diagram. So it is very important that this output cycles y omega should not get overlap, and what will happen we can see here. So sampled frequency spectrum. See, these are all the outputs but with different relations. So this first figure gives oversampling. What is that oversampling? When f of s is greater than twice fm, then these output samples are having some space between them. So it is known as oversampling. This second figure gives perfect sampling, where the relation is f of s is equal to twice fm. So these are continuously converted into the discrete signal. And this third gives the undersampling. So for undersampling, these will get overlap and f of s will be less than twice fm and information will get lost. So there should not be any overlapping for the output signal. Now we will see what is the aliasing. Aliasing effect. The overlap region in case of undersampling represents aliasing effect, which can be removed by two ways. First, considering f of s greater than twice fm, and second, by using anti-aliasing filter. So this filter will remove the overlapping. This gives the importance of sampling period. See, these are the figures A, B, C, where the sampling period is different. This is the sampler having sampling period T, this is having twice T, and this is having 4T. So figure A shows sampler at sampling period T, figure B shows sampling period twice T, and figure C shows sampling period 4T. Same input is given, only sampling period is changed, and see the effect of output signal, that is XST. So see, when only time period T is there, the samples are near to each other. When it is increased, time period is twice T. So this is the output for twice T. Hence this scale will get enlarged as that of first diagram. And here it is the sampling period is 4T, and we will see what is the effect. A continuous time signal and its sample data signal are shown in this figure. Figure A, B and C shows the samples at sampling period T, twice T and 4T respectively. It is observed that if the sampling rate, that means sampling frequency, is too low, then significant information contained in the input signal may be missed in the output. So it should not be too low. Therefore, a minimum sampling rate known as frequency of sampling is required to preserve all information of the continuous time signal. So that is the importance of reconstruction process, that all information of input continuous time signal should be preserved, and that's why we have to take the care of that sampling period. Frequency of sampling. Small sampling period means fast sampling rate. Okay, and this is known as high sampling rate or high frequency. And large sampling period, it means slow sampling, or it is also known as low sampling rate or low frequency. The mathematical model of sample data control system is essentially in the form of difference equations, and these are not differential equations. We are also going to learn what is the difference equations. So, analysis of sample data system with linear elements is effectively carried out by the use of Z transform. Now, what is quantization and quantization error? When an analog signal is converted into digital signal, each sample in the digital signal is allowed to take one of the finite number of digital states. The number of digital states depends on the number of bits used in ADC. So it may be 6 bit, it may be 8 bit and so on. For example, if n equal to 4, then the total number of digital states will be 2 raised to 4, that means 60. If a sample analog value lies between two adjacent digital states, then the analog value will be approximated to the nearest digital value, and that is known as quantization. Encoding, or it is also known as simple coding. The process of assigning a digital value, binary, for each sampled signal is called encoding or simply coding. That means coding is assigning digital value to the analog signal after sampling. So that is the simple meaning of coding. So coding means assigning digital value to the analog signal after sampling. And the range between two adjacent digital states is called quantization level Q. So this capital Q is the quantization level, and it is the range between two adjacent digital signals, digital states. See what is this Q? Q, twice Q, 3Q and so on. Quantization error. Figure shows an analog input x of t and the discrete output XST. This is the analog X of t. This is the signal. It is given to ADC, which is known as quantizer, analog to digital converter. And this is a staircase function. And this will get converted like this. So what is that quantization error? The quantization error E of t is the difference between analog signal X of t and digitized signal XST. The magnitude of quantiz error varies between 0 and Q of 2, where we know that Q is the quantization level. So this is known as quantization error. Okay, this. And students, we will see the remaining portion. What is pulse transfer function? What is zero order Holt circuit? It's important in our next lecture. And so we will see the remaining topic in next lecture. Thank you.